Welcome to the One Harvest Podcast. Aaron, Kyle, and myself are your hosts. We got Ian on sound in the back.
Hi.
And our special guest today is Taylor Blake, a.k.a. the Emerald Cup Princess.
Oh.
Hey.
That's been floating around.
A little bit, huh?
Yeah, definitely.
You've been hearing it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. How are you?
I'm doing really great. I'm really excited to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, glad to have you.
Let's talk about your background in cannabis, how you got started. I know you're pretty much born into it.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes. My background with cannabis for myself started it really in 2007. But as my dad has sold weed since he was 16 years old, I've been around it my whole life, which at the time when I was growing up, it was definitely like a little more secretive, not as cool and out in the open as it is now. So even though it feels really cool to say now, at the time it was like, especially growing up in the 80s around like DARE programs and stuff, I was just like, my dad's a drug dealer.
Interesting you bring that up because there's actual data that proves that program had a slingshot effect to the youth.
Yeah.
We're the most drug users out of any generation that came out of that DARE program.
Really?
There's a lot of data behind it, and there's studies that prove this.
Over the kids that grew
I
up in the
believe it.
60s and 70s? Wow.
When it comes to drugs globally, our generations consume way more drugs than any other generation.
Huh. I'll have to fact check
I believe
that.
it.
Awesome.
Aaron didn't bring the laptop.
Oh, my God.
Yes, indeed.
I know.
There's multiple studies about that DARE program and about how it made me more curious about drugs, honestly.
Yeah.
that-
That case
I'm sure.
they would bring in that had all the drugs
All
in
the
it?
drugs?
Right?
I was
You're
like, oh,
can I see
damn.
that one up close?
Be like, what is that one? Ooh, that one looks fun.
But yeah,
Yes.
you also were at the California State Cannabis Fair, right? Yeah. How was that? I've never been, and I've just started hearing about it.
Where is that at?
Okay,
Actually.
so that is in Sacramento,
Sacramento,
at
okay.
the State Fair, and this year was very historic because it was the first year they had retail sales
Nice.
and consumption allowed. And so it felt very much of an honor to be there at the award show presenting an award to Pebbles Trippett for her lifetime achievement. Such a hero and an icon, and so it was really great to be there and present an award, and also so much more fun just being a presenter in someone else's awards than necessarily like doing a full award show.
Truly enjoy yourself and just let loose.
I was just like fanning myself, like really excited to talk to everybody. So that was really great to be there on Saturday of this last week, and it was really cool. All the energy that was there because the State Fair sees so many people, and it's not necessarily everyday cannabis consumers. So it was a real opportunity for a lot of the brands that were there to interface with some general public of California, and so I've heard really just amazing things from everybody that was there.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What stuck out to you?
So they had this really amazing exhibit, and so when it was like right in the heart of the fair, along with like where the beer was, like stage and stuff, they had the cannabis exhibit, and they had some like plants in there.
Yeah.
And
So
they had
everyone
this,
can see it. You know?
Yeah.
Everyone gets the...
it was so cool, and they had this
Full
whole like
experience.
wall of like history, so you could see all these things, and they really did a great piece with the education and.
That's so important.
I love
Yeah,
that.
love
Especially
that.
right
Love that.
now, everybody gets all upset about cannabis, and it's settle down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, look at what it actually is
This
and
has
how
been
it's
around for a
grown.
long
Yeah.
time. Like, it's
That's
gotta-
so
Yeah.
important. I love that.
I feel like your dad created the Emerald Cup because he wanted to bring farmers from the hill to come down and show off their flower and
Yes, sir.
their brand, and so that's really cool that they're able to do that as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And it's like, it's so important, I think, too, just the educational component and just like keeping people like really like aware of, because I think that there's a lot of kind of curious people and maybe they've,
I like that.
you know, smoked before but don't really know as much anymore about the new like stuff that's coming out. And there's so many amazing products and such a variety of them that
It's hard. It's hard to keep up with.
Yeah,
Even people who do smoke every day. It's damn. What's this? You know?
Every
Yeah.
time you go into a store, it's always so shocking.
Something new.
Yeah.
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 It's like what?
I'm like, oh, I'll just stick the flower, that joint over there. Yeah, thank you.
yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
How do you like to consume your flower or your cannabis?
Yeah, smoking is my favorite.
Okay.
I'm a joint smoker, and I feel like for me, it's like that. If I was to pick, that would be my absolute favorite. I also do love solventless concentrates, so like taking dabs would probably be second. And then I also like consuming through beverage enhancers.
Ooh.
Ian is super familiar with our love for like a Topo Chico with a little bit of like Space Gem juice inside.
Ooh.
Like
Space Jams
Sign
have
me
it's such a good product. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
it's all the way around great product.
Yes.
So
Okay.
Yeah.
I've never
I'm gonna
had
have to
that.
try
though. I'm gonna
that.
have
It's a
to try
tincture?
it.
Okay, it's a tincture. It's like a beverage enhancer is what they consider, but yes, a tincture. But it's it's.
We should
solvent-
try that, Dave. We gotta
Yeah.
try that.
Yeah.
We should get her on the show. And try
Yeah.
it on the show.
Yes.
sounds
Oh my gosh,
amazing.
you totally should.
That'd
It's
be
a great
amazing.
product, and it's handmade with solventless hash, and so the experience is really great. And then you can dose yourself.
Huh.
How high do you
I
want to
love
get?
that.
Where do you want to
100
be? Where do you want to be?
Let's go.
Yeah, I like to consume my cannabis flower with a nice coffee in the morning. you
Okay,
know,
yeah,
on
that's
the
the
Sunday
combo.
morning. Yeah,
Oh.
that's my go-to.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially if you can be out, like, just out in the garden. It's my spot.
Yup.
Yeah,
Yeah.
get that sunlight in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, Kyle already knows. I'll be
I
out
could go out
smoking
and
on the
sit
mountain.
in like the cool, shady, like dark, quiet mornings with my coffee and my cannabis.
And think
come-
about
yes,
think about
like
it.
wake up outside, figure it out as the sun's up. I'm an early riser though. So
Yeah.
roll out.
by 9 o'clock, I'm like, we're halfway through the day.
The
You
day.
need another cup of coffee. Back to the California State Fair. You said the wall stuck out to you. What else was different, or what else would you take from that and, let's say, bring into your life, or the Emerald Cup?
It was so great to see like just the general like activations that they had there, and like the brands that they had were really great. And Embark, who puts on the event, did such an amazing job. Big respect to them. For It's definitely so much work, and to put on an event of that size and an activation of that size and a competition, it's like an immense amount of work.
The
and
capital
Sure.
of California, you got to show up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I
it was
mean-
it was really great just to even just be there.
Were you a judge?
No, I was not a judge, but they had Buddhist as their, which is like a review app. All of the Buddhists were judges.
Okay.
And so
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and they're really great. They
I've
have
heard that before, actually.
They're
Yeah.
totally look into them because they're doing some really cool things too.
Tentacle. How do you say their name? The sun-grown flower that won the #1 sun-grown flower. Do you?
Oh, it was Emerald Spirit Botanicals. Yes.
Yes.
The Pink Blue Goddess.
Yes.
With the THCV.
They're crushing it.
Yeah.
Crushing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
They're
I was
so
glad to hear
rad.
that.
And they're a great family. They live in Willits, and
Nice.
they've been
Love
winners
that.
of the Emerald Cup before. Huge respect to them.
Nice.
They've also won a regenerative farming award. So
Love
yeah,
it.
just big respect.
Wow.
To
Hell yeah.
That's amazing. I watched a little
Let's go.
video on
Nice and
Instagram
local.
of his
Love
mom
that.
and
Yeah,
how she
thank
liked
you.
to breed, and
Yeah.
yeah, it was super vibey. And I know Kyle and I have been to a couple of little market events and seen them out there. Yeah,
They're so
talked to
cool.
them.
Mhm.
So
They really have a beautiful setup, and with all the flowers and
it's the way to be.
yeah,
That's how you grow the medicine.
yeah.
It's
It's like setting the vibe first off. It's like you got to just,
The
you know,
environment has to be right.
the
environment has to be
intention
right.
that they're putting into the flower
Mhm.
right off the bat is just 100%
Yeah.
A+.
you can
know?
tell right away.
I still haven't tried that flower.
Okay.
So
It's
I'm
very
like,
good.
Yeah. Hey,
Is it?
Yeah.
sign me
Yeah.
up too. I'm ready.
Spicy pine. It's got like spicy piney kind of flavors
Nice.
to it.
Ooh.
What's the effect? Do you know the effect?
It's like calming.
Very mellow, very smooth.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to try that.
Everyone needs that.
These days, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
there's some crazy
No.
stuff happening. I
No
just
saying.
watched the Olympics and there was a dude fighting a girl. I'm like, what?
Right.
Wow.
the-
Lot
I-
going on
I-
with that.
I missed
What?
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
What is going on with this world? That's a different podcast, but wow. Anyways, 20 years. The Emerald Cup.
Yeah,
We are here.
yeah.
What's exciting? What's gonna happen? What's the new thing? Tell us what you can.
Yeah, 20 years is crazy because I'm turning 40 this year. So Emerald Cup almost feels like my little sister in a way that she's been around half my
Wow.
life.
Wow.
And so to be on the journey, it started in 2004, but my first Emerald Cup wasn't until 2007. And so I've been to every single one since then, and came on full time in 2014 after I graduated college.
Nice.
And so it's been like crazy and exciting and
Seriously.
so much change over the years.
So much changed.
And
It's
even
been
like
all
from
over the
before
place.
Yeah.
Prop 64 to now, it's just all of it. But where we are with the 20th anniversary, we're super excited to be able to bring the award show and the consumption element back together. We haven't had those two
Yes.
together since 2019. And so it's going to be really great for the attendees to be able to try the winners and to be
Yeah.
able to do the award
right
show.
on the spot. you
Yeah.
know, that's the best way to do it.
Yes. Because that's always what people want. They're like, okay, who's the winner?
Yeah.
Okay, now I want to
Yeah,
try
now
it.
you
want
want
to
to try it. Of
And you get to
course.
meet the farmer,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
So they
The
can-
whole
yeah.
experience.
So you've been doing this since 2007.
Yeah.
What's your challenges that you've came across, with the Emerald Cup and Because I mean, I'm gonna go off topic a little bit, but no. I'm a little sad that it's in Oakland. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Born and
The
raised
Santa
in
Rosa
Santa
Fairgrounds, I
Rosa.
feel, was perfect.
Yeah.
For all the NorCal farmers coming down off the
Yeah.
mountain, it's just like right here.
Totally.
Santa Rosa's like such a good little
easier.
hub.
And you think
Yeah.
Santa Rosa would come together to help you guys even run that event?
Yeah.
So yeah, what
My heart
happened?
is sad too about not necessarily being more north, and especially because I live in Willits. My dad lives in Laytonville, so we are like more northern California.
Yeah.
But for this year, it was like the place and the set and setting. This building, we did the award show last year at the Craneway in Richmond, and it was just a private award show, and it was beautiful. And so we were looking at where to go for this year's event, and one of the things we really wanted to take into account was the award show and really wanting to do it very right. And so they offered us this opportunity to go to the Henry J. Kaiser, and I'd never been inside of it because it's been closed down since 2007 as well.
Wow.
Okay, let's go look at it. And so we like walked around, and it's like this amazing
You
historic
knew right away.
building.
That's
Yes.
cool.
We were
Very
like,
cool.
okay,
Let's go.
for this event, for the 20th
the big
anniversary,
one?
yeah,
Yeah.
like, and the theater it's like
Sick.
this historic theater. It's
I've
Martin-
seen pictures of it.
yeah.
It looks like the fucking White House. It's like
Yes.
crazy. It's like a cool building.
It's like a legit theater. I'm so
Sick.
nervous. Like I'm just like, oh my god.
Let's
Nervous.
go.
Yeah, guys, you're gonna see me just up there, like
Just
sweating.
cheesing.
Yeah.
Sweating and
it's-
smiling.
but there's 3 stories. It's so beautiful, and so that really cinched it for us. And just the historic nature of how many people have been there, like Elvis Presley, Martin Luther King, the Grateful
Awesome.
Oh, very
Dead.
cool.
You know, it's just like. There's so many people. The history is so rich there. That just felt like a great story for us. But I'm sad about not being in Santa Rosa too. So I
Yeah.
totally
It'll
understand.
be a different experience, which is
For
fine.
sure.
Yeah.
And thank you
I'm
for
with
explaining
it.
that
Yeah.
because really that made me more excited to go.
Yeah. Okay.
I
Same.
did not do my homework on the building. And
Yeah, no
Yeah.
worries. Oh my gosh. And that's I didn't either before I went, I didn't either. I was like, okay, Henry J. Kaiser. I used to like for 5 minutes lived in Oakland, and so I'd walk on the lake all the time, and I
Oh,
saw
yeah.
the building, but I had just never been inside. But a lot of people that used to go to like Dead shows or other shows that have been there had been inside before, and they told me that they were like, oh no, it's really cool.
Oh no,
It's sick.
It's
cool.
the
It's
vibe.
worth it.
It's cool.
There's some good smoking spots. You know,
Yes.
can you see the lake?
Yes, and there's a whole
Yes.
deck
Sick.
out back that you can like. That's going to be all the consumption area.
Oh, it's gonna be rad.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be
And
cloudy.
a non-rainy emerald cup.
Oh yeah, I know.
Thank you.
I know. That was-
It's time.
We've been in the mud before.
Yes.
yeah.
Many
We-
times.
We've had to explain to a lot of people that we see at the Emerald Cup, and they're like, why do they throw it at this time? And it's back in the day.
Yeah.
After they harvest, they get their product
It was all
together,
about the
trim it up.
yeah.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
outdoor farmers after the harvest.
Yeah.
Everyone would come by to check out the product. That's what it was.
Yeah,
But-
and with the competition, we had enough time to do it in December. It was always such a crunch, but like when you're harvesting, the entry dates are November 1st through the
Like,
end
we're
of
still working.
Yeah, exactly. Through Thanksgiving, and people would always drop off at the very end, and then we'd be
Yeah.
like, okay, well, we
Yeah.
got 2 weeks to judge 1,000 things. So it just would be like really
Too
up
much of a
against
time
it.
crunch.
Yeah.
How was judging?
It's so funny. I've never been a judge for the Emerald Cup. I've just been on the other side.
That's
of,
fair, though.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yes, but it is so funny because
You could be biased. Like,
I
okay.
was saying, like, that's fair. Like,
Yeah, no, that
you're
one.
the Emerald Cup princess. We don't.
well, people are always like, oh, it's like a dream job, and in so many ways it is. But I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's a lot of work, and it's so much of
Quite
it
a lot
is
of
like
pressure,
yeah,
too.
pressure to like take everything seriously, really not just get high, but
We'll rush through
Well,
the
it's
whole
a
process.
yeah, it's a big deal.
yeah,
Definitely is. Yeah, we interviewed Joe, L
Okay.
Rock,
yeah,
your good friend Mel. We got to
Yes.
talk to at Doobie Nights.
okay,
Higher heights.
Yeah.
Is he gonna?
Higher
Excuse me,
Heights.
Nate.
Yeah.
Is he gonna put any flour in there? His green apple is amazing.
Oh my God,
he's
yeah.
a contestant.
Is
So
he?
he is. Okay, good.
Nice.
He
Good
should
for
be
him.
because he's crushing it.
He grows
Yeah.
really good weed.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
does.
I like
He
how he
is really
pheno
fire.
hunts and he's in his genetics.
Yeah,
and-
for sure.
He's a real ganja farmer.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's what I love. Yeah.
Yes, I.
Yes, sir.
Not only can he talk about weed forever, but you can listen to him talk about
Yeah,
weed.
Yes.
You're
100%.
he's really
He
good about talking
knows
about
his
weed.
shit.
I was a little upset that we didn't speak about his show on the last show because we did have a really good episode with him. He was our
I
first
think
guest.
we were
But we ended up drifted.
We
all over the
definitely
place.
drifted. Nate, we apologize,
Yeah,
but we
we
definitely
do.
drifted.
Yeah.
We were having a good time that day. We
Yeah.
all had
We
red
had
cups.
some fun.
Yeah, we all had red cups.
we
Oh.
were still learning a lot.
Ian
on our
smoked.
end.
Ian smoked.
Ian
totally
got high.
threw off everything.
Oh
So
Big respect to Nate
Yes.
and his
Yes.
garden and his flower. His medicine is amazing. But yeah, so we got to interviewed Joe, L Rock, Mel, and I mean, they were locked in. They
Yeah.
are ready. Joe brought
Well, you could tell they're
30
just
out of the
professional.
300 samples that he had. We smoked 3, and that's pretty much how far as we went.
Exactly.
Yeah. But he just broke it down for us, and so did L Rock, and so did Mel. And I can't imagine eating. I mean, we did Emerald Skies edibles, and oh my gosh, I was gone like for a day. So
Yeah, the edibles judges are hardcore.
You have to
Yeah.
space
They're
it
the-
out.
Yeah, they're the
but
ones
you
that
can't
just-
because you don't have
got
much
this.
time.
Right?
You know,
Right.
you don't have much time. What is your guys' time?
Well, so we've given them more time as we've been able to push the competition back from December. That has been one of the greatest things about this like more extended timeline is
Yeah.
the
Nice.
judges actually being able to receive more time
Just
to
be
do the
more
judging.
accurate with
Yeah.
their
Yes.
judging.
And especially for people like edibles, because with flower you could be like, okay, I could
Yeah.
probably smoke 10 joints in a day, and
Yeah.
it's like an average. But you're not going to
Those
be eating 10
edibles-
edibles in a
edibles
day
hit
and still have a job.
No.
Right? It's to still have a job and function
Yes.
in like society part.
And not
What
even
a-
that. The next
No.
day, it's still in your system.
You
Yeah.
So
have
it's
like a
like
hangover from the it's
Yeah, edibles are a different game.
I
but,
love 'em.
Hey, touche
I
to
love
Mel
'em. I love
and the
'em.
rest of the judges out
Yes.
there. You guys
Yo.
are this shit.
Yes,
Like,
big
yes.
respect.
Yeah.
Big
Um,
respect.
And it's really great because what we do is we have the judges, we give them their product, and then we let them have a few Zoom meetings to where they can discuss the entries, like things that they've noticed, maybe talk through some stuff. And it's
Yeah.
those are the most interesting conversations because people are just, what did you notice about this packaging discrepancy? Or
Yeah.
this has fake
Oh, I
terps in
love
it.
that.
If
or,
you're someone like on the fence about a product, you can talk with the
Yeah.
and it's like figure it out.
Yeah, and then we don't share the scores until the very end. So then the scores then
Oh,
place
okay.
the products in their order, and then they're able to do one move. If something's like this one versus this one, we all want them to agree on it.
If there's like a tie or something
Yes.
too close, you can
Yeah.
talk through it.
Yeah,
We
I
heard
love
ties
that.
are pretty
Yeah.
crazy.
Oh.
Like, they go
Yeah.
for a long time.
Go the whole night
meeting-
arguing,
Yeah.
Share a story.
Yeah.
debating.
Share a story.
Oh, well, Flower Team is like next level too because they have the most entries to go through, and then they meet in person for their final. And we've been doing it at Yokeo Ranch the last few years, which has been so special and such an
Beautiful.
amazing opportunity. And so it's been like weed summer camp almost for them, being able to just be there for a few
Love
days
it.
and smoke and go through everything. But yes, they definitely get very passionate about their choices, and then it's like the table all is who's voting for this and who's voting for this, and yes. So it's always very entertaining to watch.
What awesome.
Mm.
Yeah, for sure.
What a-
Be a
what a-
spectator.
What a process, man.
yeah,
Yes.
what a process.
I mean, but everybody we talked to about judging, they're so organized. It's all so thought out that kudos to them because there's a lot of time that goes into that.
And they
and
take it to heart.
dedication.
Yes.
Definitely
Yes.
take it to heart.
They appreciate the farmers, you know,
Yes.
so they want to give their full attention. You know?
Mhm.
Absolutely.
I do the weed summer camp idea though.
I think
Yeah.
it's great.
Oh my God.
Adults
Oh,
need
shit.
that.
Should
Yeah.
we start one of those?
You should.
Yeah.
I would go.
Just teach people how to smoke weed.
Yes.
All the
Yeah.
things.
All the
the
fun
knowledge.
Guarding.
That's actually got me thinking.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sleep on that one.
Do a little hill summer camp.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you could do it up at Spy Rock, really get them in.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Get their hands
The
in the soil.
full experience.
Helps you out in the garden. It helps them
Yeah,
learn.
right. Oh yeah. Just,
It's a win.
that for me. I'll start pointing fingers when I start working. Put
Grab the
shovel
water.
down.
Get the tea
Okay.
ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Definitely. Man, so the Emerald Cup, you have some pretty cool artists coming. Who's your favorite? Who got to pick them? Tell us a little more about that.
I think
Ooh.
for music, it's the Grouch and Elijah.
Okay.
The Grouch and Eli. Like I like that for me. Like I feel like I was like woo, like so
Yeah.
cool, just because I was like
Yeah.
I feel like I've like really.
What
always
kind of
been-
music is that?
Is the Grouch
Yeah.
local?
It's a Bay Area. Like they're.
Is that like
It's a guy, right? It's a DJ.
Yeah, they're two guys. They're both rappers.
Okay, got it.
Oh.
And that for me, I was really excited
I
about.
feel like that's a name that's been around for so
Yeah.
long.
Yeah.
yes.
You
It
know
used to be
what I
called
mean?
I think I've
Bay
heard
Area
it. I
music.
think I've heard it, but I just
Yeah.
couldn't put a.
I love that it's a Bay Area.
It's got to be local, right?
Yeah.
It's gotta
Yeah.
Keep
be.
it local.
Bay
And-
Area, some kind of reggae. It's got to be.
You guys have reggae coming, right?
Yes,
It's reggae?
we have a few artists. We have Zuri Marley.
Oh, Zuri.
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
and
you
so-
got a Marley coming.
Yes.
It's a big deal.
Exactly.
sure.
So that's really rad. And then we've got some great speaker panels as well set up all for Saturday.
Also very
So
important.
there'll be music throughout both days, and then Saturday will be the speaker panels, and then Sunday will be the big award show.
Do you guys have, I know at the fairgrounds here, you guys split it up in different buildings.
Yeah.
We're in one big building now, right?
Right.
So our many stories. So in
Yeah.
different stories, can you explain like what story is going to be what?
Yeah, so the third story, there's 2 different ballrooms, and one will be just for VIP, and then the other one will be where the music will take place.
Okay.
And then on the second story, there's like a lake view room, which is like super beautiful, and you overlook the lake, and there'll be a bar in there, and so you'll be able to drink. And we separated out some of the rooms so that way you'll be able to drink alcohol, as we have to keep them separate and then
Yeah.
consume cannabis.
Boo.
Right.
Boo.
But you're selling alcohol, right?
Yes.
So that's what makes it
Right.
illegal. Yeah.
Exactly. And so then on the first floor, that's where, and you'll have access to the theater on all 3 floors. So you can see the
wow.
Calvin Simmons Theater on all the floors. Yeah.
It must be a
and
cool building.
Wow.
it's
Yeah.
really
This
cool.
is exciting.
Stoked.
Yeah. and
go.
then there's going to be the Puffco Pavilion, which is going to be the main vending area. And that's in this big auditorium. That's going to be so cool. And then there's the outside space, which will have that big deck, as I was explaining. And then that's where you'll be able to consume. And there'll be some lounges and stuff out there with like food trucks and things.
Damn.
That'll be awesome.
Amazing.
Beautiful. Can't wait.
Looking forward to it.
Definitely.
Yes, you guys
Yeah.
all have to come, be my
Oh,
guest. I would
we're all
absolutely
gonna
love
be
that.
there.
Yes.
We're already
Yes.
there.
Yeah.
Oh my
yeah.
God.
We already got tickets.
Yeah.
We go every year.
Okay,
We'll be
great.
there.
Definitely. We're definitely big fans of the Emerald Cup.
Awesome.
Nothing against the other events.
Hey,
that are
ever since it's been
happening,
the
but,
Area 101.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
Yes.
parking on the side of the freeway, which I never got to experience, but my dad
shout out
did.
to Pops.
Oh yeah, we've been a fan of the Emerald Cup for a long time now.
Yeah.
That's so sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, those 2007 was my first one. That's when it was still at Area 101, and 2007 was also my first year ever growing a full sun outdoor season.
Nice.
And so I got to culminate it with my first Emerald Cup, and it was like so awesome, and
That's
just
rad.
like seeing people win and knowing what like love goes into like a full season outdoor plant like
Yes.
harvest and the whole thing. It's just so much work, so much love, so much time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's really cool to see the progression of it from Area 101. It went to the Mateel for 1 year, and then
Oh yeah, Mateil's cool
Yeah.
too, actually.
yeah,
Garberville.
popped
Yeah.
up into Humble and then popped back down into Santa Rosa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we're in Oakland.
Now we're in Oakland.
It's all right.
And who
though.
knows? Next
gonna
year,
be
we could
wonderful.
be-
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Yes. Stay tuned.
So you got the garden a little bit. How was that? Do you still grow flower? Are you still in it?
No,
No.
the last farm that I was a part of was in 2016, and that was in Santa Rosa,
Okay.
off of Stony Point. And that was before they did a lot of the like zoning.
Yeah.
So it was when it was still just a
Less-
gray area.
Less rules.
Yep.
Yes, the gray area.
We like the gray area.
Green zone.
God,
Great
I love the
time.
gray
Love
area.
the gray area.
Yeah. As I would like to say, Greg.
But doing that and the cup at the same time was just too much. I was like, okay, I got to
Absolutely.
pick one.
Oh, hell
Spread
yeah.
yourself too thin a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work. Definitely.
The Emerald Cup, it takes a whole annual year to plan it, right? It's just a
Yeah.
lot of organization, a lot of coordinating.
How
and
fun though to see
everything.
it like
Planning.
happen
Yeah.
and
Think
be
about it.
To
successful
finally
and see how
happen.
happy it makes everybody else.
Yeah.
It gives a lot back.
And you
to
gotta
people,
get
too.
It really
all
does.
these
It does.
people.
On point with that.
On point with that,
On
right?
point.
People love coming together and love
No,
coming
it's
together
true.
around
The
cannabis
cup's
and
been-
talking about and it's celebrating each other's harvest, especially like for these farmers. It's so special.
Yes. Thank you for saying that. And it's so cool just to even watch like the communication that's happening at the cup and just sort of be like a fly on the wall during it. It's
Yeah,
so cool
for
because I
sure.
just
It's
feel
super
like, yeah.
special.
There's some cool farmers out there.
Yeah, and cool
Absolutely.
people. We
I mean,
met some
cool people in
really
general.
good people from all over the world that
Well,
fly
they
here for
deserve
the
the
Emerald
credit.
Cup. It's
Just
like,
for the cup.
that's amazing.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
drive down the street. You know? We're just blessed that way.
The
but
Emerald Triangle.
We're
being so
spoiled
close,
having
you know.
events in our like backyard
Yeah.
for sure.
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah. It's a great place to be.
We were talking about farming. What's your strains right now? What's your favorite strains?
My favorite strain right now to smoke would be Citrus and Sage,
Okay.
which is a Massive Creations. It's actually my husband's company and strain that I'm
Nice.
super obsessed with, and it's a terpenoline dominant strain.
Okay.
And I'm not usually a huge fan of Jack, but it's like one of those things where I was like, it's like the high and the smell and everything. It's so amazing. I also love In the Pines, one of my favorite strains. I also do like the gassy strains, and it's interesting because I'm one of those people who likes to smoke a lot, but if I have to be super productive, then I
Yeah.
can only smoke at night. I'm like,
I think that goes
I'm the
for a
same
lot.
way.
That's
Yeah.
That goes for a lot of
Completely
people.
understand.
yes,
I don't
Yeah.
always listen to that, but
yes.
You try to get away with like,
I
oh, maybe I
always
should-
listen
it's
to
like
it.
puffs.
I know
It
this.
depends how your
but,
day is
like,
going.
Sometimes I'm like, how did we end up here?
Totally.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna smoke until the afternoon, and then all of a sudden it's like noon, and I'm like, well,
I'm like, we're close enough.
yeah.
It's sativa, right? That should be good. Like, fuck it.
Got a little work weed. We're
Oh,
fine.
man. Yep. Done that with
Yes.
Kyle. We end up at Dick's Sporting Goods.
Walking around
Same
dicks,
way.
just fucking. What do we need around here?
Yes.
Got me wearing the Hoka shoes and stuff.
Oh my
He's in his
god.
dad era.
Bought some hokas. You know, just
Did you really
fucking-
pull the trigger on hokas?
We both
we
bought
both
a
did.
Oh, matching.
I already got two
No,
pairs.
I bought the,
Yeah.
the hiking boots, and
Okay.
David just bought the runners.
Yeah, I just
Okay.
got the
Damn.
I was
That's
running
cool.
all over Dick's.
Game changer.
No
That's,
homo.
Oh, God.
that's a
No.
coming of age thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Buying the hook, like committing and pulling the trigger on hokas.
Yo, once you put them on
Aaron,
and wear them
called me
around,
dad
I
shoes.
already called him out on it.
Yeah,
I was like,
so
you got
sick.
yourself some dad shoes.
Yeah.
once you
Good for
wear
you.
them,
His
though,
dad era.
Embrace
I get it.
Yeah, I love them. I mean, they make my back feel good.
they're light, man.
They
They're
are.
light.
Something about them. Try them out. Everybody out there, try them out. Oh man, that's great.
What did you say, Kyle?
What'd I say?
What, you said something to the Terps. What did you say last
I said,
time?
Oh.
shout out
shout
to-
out to the Terps.
Shout out to the Terps.
Terps are very important.
Dude,
Yes.
put it on a
Put it on a shirt.
Put on a
Shout out to the
sticker.
Terp.
Shout out to the Terps.
You
I'm
guys do
sorry.
mugs. You could just have the whole thing.
My
right
Or-
here.
God.
Search for Terps.
I love how it just happened
Surf
organically.
for Terps.
Yes.
Search for Terps.
That's the
So
other one,
good.
Ian.
Surf for Terps.
Surf for Terps.
Anyway,
Oh.
shout out to the hokas. That's
Yeah.
what I.
Yeah.
Hey,
Shout
I was
out
gonna
to
bring
the
her into that.
Hokas.
It's all good. Also, your husband I seen on Instagram won the gold for Light Assist.
Yeah, mixed light.
Mixed light.
Yeah.
Nice.
Rank Rose with their strain. Yeah, it was like a 1-to-1.
Okay.
Yeah, very cool.
What was the name of the strain?
Rank Rose.
Rank Rose.
Rank
Okay.
Rose.
I'll have to try it.
Is that CBD, THC,
Yes.
1-to-1? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is cool because it has like such a balancing effect, and sometimes we're
Little
all
bit-
like, "Oh, we want to get as high as possible," which
Yeah,
I'm totally down
no.
for. But
A little
sometimes
bit lighter of a high.
yes.
It's just like more mellow. You
Totally.
can still
That's
function.
that afternoon joint.
Yes.
You
You
can
know
still
what I mean?
function and be productive if you got some stuff to do that day.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the way to
We
do
all
it.
Necessary.
need that.
Necessary sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
You also went to Barcelona.
Yes.
How was that?
Oh, it's the best. It's
Yeah.
like so fun. And then
right.
like just being able to be there, and then like their social clubs they have, you can like smoke, and people are drinking and smoking tobacco, and it's
Oh,
just
all
like
in
the
this
same
place.
area, and
Oh,
it feels
yeah.
all wild and cool, and
Everyone
just
just
like
letting-
oh my god. And then it's like that's
Not
where
so
you
many
meet.
rules.
That's where you meet people.
Bro.
You live in California, Kyle. Get used to it.
Yeah.
The fun police here.
So that's really cool. The culture they have there is amazing, just with cannabis, and the Spanibus event in Barcelona is so cool. And like, it's such a international hub where like when you go there, you just see like people from all these different countries, and it's just really cool to interact with that community. And they're
Yeah.
super happy and excited. And sometimes I feel like in
great.
California, you know, with the way that things have changed and progressed, it can feel like a little bit disconnected. Sometimes it's coming back together. I totally feel like that. But right now, I feel like the energy over there just feels like really exciting. And
Yeah.
then seeing even in Germany, they just had that event that they did there. I didn't go, but they had 60,000 people.
Just to
60,000
That's
people.
amazing.
turnout's crazy.
Yeah.
Germany?
In Germany.
That's a vibe.
So that's where we're going next year,
They be
guys.
burning.
Yeah.
They be
Yeah.
burning out in Germany.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Facts.
Yeah, I definitely. That's a bucket list. I want to get out there.
Let's
Yes.
go.
What do you see that was different out in, I guess, Europe?
Like the like the
More hash, right?
Yeah, the hash
It's more
culture
hash instead of
and
flower.
spliffs. Oh my god, I got into a whole spliff phase after Barcelona.
Oh,
because-
yeah.
So
yeah.
hey,
Oh,
Splits are chill.
so-
It depends the
I do
ratio.
like it
It
Ratio.
depends the ratio.
Yeah.
Depends on the
Yes,
rate.
yes.
This is
Yeah.
true.
yeah, that hash culture of how they consume hash over there is like really amazing. And the social clubs, like I said, are so cool to go and experience because they're so different than here. And they have a really thriving community of people.
Okay, explain the social clubs a little bit. We've never been.
Okay.
We're talking Germany or Spain?
Spain.
Barcelona.
Yeah,
Spain.
I've actually never been to Germany. I just was surprised by the stat of the 60,000 people
That's
that showed up.
crazy.
That I
That's
was like,
crazy.
"Ooh."
Yeah.
But in the social clubs, so they're private clubs, so you're a member of them.
Okay.
And then once you're inside, then you can acquire cannabis. I don't really know what their right word is,
Mm-hmm.
but you can acquire cannabis, and then also they have, like I said, alcohol, and people are smoking tobacco, and so it's
You
just
can
like
do
a
it all right there.
Whole
All
different
right there.
dynamic.
Indoors too.
indoors.
Wow.
and they have food, and they have like ice cream.
And they're
They
having
probably
fun?
have
They're having
gelato.
fun.
They're having
and
fun?
all these
God.
different things.
All these things together?
Only
Yeah.
Dude,
No, we
Damn.
live here
Crazy.
where it's the
Only
fun police.
allowed in
We're not allowed to
Spain.
do
We're allowed to
anything.
do so many rules.
I
We
know.
were
They make
like-
it so hard for us.
at the Strain Hunters Club like every day, and it was just so rad. It was just like everybody shows up, and then you're just hanging out there, and then it's almost like bar culture for us, almost as like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
way to
Yeah.
equate
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
where you go and you meet, and then you hang out somewhere. Yeah, it's
Way
really
happier
cool.
people.
Way happier.
No violence.
Way less
Yeah.
fights.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mellow.
Yes.
Did you see any different strains out there while you were there, or?
I didn't really necessarily see any unique strains,
Yeah.
but I did smoke an amazing amount of hash from Morocco.
Okay.
And that's why
Wow.
I was
Moroccan hash.
Yes.
Wow.
And
Collect.
legit Moroccan hash, which was so fire. And then I got into a spliff phase. where that with tobacco.
It can happen.
And European tobacco, which is all fire. It's just the whole thing was amazing. I actually brought back
Ooh.
Mel a bag of tobacco from Europe.
Please,
Aw.
please.
Is that just more
Please
pure?
don't.
Like, please don't
Yeah,
get me started.
Ian doesn't like spliffs. We found that out on the last show.
Yeah.
No more
Okay.
spliffs, Melissa.
Okay, sorry. Bad influence, friend.
I just remember I was in the kitchen and it smelled like cigarettes, and I was like, Melissa, you smoking spliffs again?
Especially-
Because there was a minute where she wasn't, and I was like, yes. And then, but now cigarettes.
they hit different. That's
They
for
do.
sure.
I need it.
I need it.
I don't know. But I just like just a little tobacco.
Just a little
Yeah.
bit.
Just a little
Yeah,
bit.
a
Just
little
enough
bit.
to get
Depends
that
on the
like,
ratio.
little
Yeah.
zingy.
It's like smoking a blunt,
Ye-
kind of.
Yeah.
Right?
Eh.
A little
Eh,
bit.
I mean,
it's a little
I feel
more
like
harsh,
I
I
get
feel
way
like.
higher
Well,
smoking a
okay,
blunt.
backwood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
yeah.
It can,
I'm like,
Did
there's
you-
just so much more weed in there.
Did you
But-
see like backwoods and blunts being smoked?
like an
in
actual
the
tobacco
club?
leaf.
Yeah.
It was a what?
A little bit, yeah, but it was more like it's like also it's just so funny because I feel like it's like people like rolling their own spliffs, but it's more tobacco. Like
Yeah.
I will say,
So they're,
more tobacco.
they're rolling it in
And-
tobacco, and then they're also
and-
adding tobacco.
No, I just mean that it's mostly like joints with tobacco, but
Yeah.
it's like a lot of tobacco and then some
Yeah.
hash.
Ratio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yes,
70-30?
Ratio.
Yes,
wise.
like maybe
60-40?
But I feel like if you're putting hash in it,
Yeah.
that's a different ballgame anyway.
yeah.
Yeah, fuck.
Oh,
just,
yeah.
you don't,
That's a
you don't even
fucking
need
totally
flour.
different-
Talking a different high right there.
That's
Yeah.
totally
Add
different.
the hash.
I had Dust, who's one of these amazing guys that work with Strain Hunters. He taught me how to roll like a proper spliff, and it was like with a cigarette, but it wasn't like in the cigarette. It was just using the cigarette pieces to roll a spliff, and it was
Which is
so
that?
cool.
is
I
it-
don't know.
It's
It
called,
was really
it's called
cool.
a moki, right?
No, the smoke is out of a bong.
Cigarette.
Oh.
That's
yeah.
different.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
it wasn't that.
It
was
but
just
the tobacco is
using-
probably actually better quality.
Yeah.
Right, out of the cigarette.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking like cigarettes, like right away, right?
Maybe
Right.
over there.
No.
But over there, I think it's different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that might be chill.
Yeah. I'm not a cigarette
That might
smoker,
be-
but I was
I'm
very
gonna
impressed.
try it.
All my friends that smoke spliffs use like the American spirit,
Yeah.
like
Right.
that, the
The
natural,
organic-
Yes.
organic tobacco.
The turquoise bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Their tobacco it's like finer.
It's lighter.
Like,
It's lighter.
It's so great. It's that's
I'm gonna
now
have
I'm
to check
becoming
that
a
out.
tobacco hustler. I swear to God. I'm just like, no, everybody smokes spliffs.
No,
Like,
it's true, though.
Just the
it's-
European tobacco.
find them at this
European
store.
tobacco.
No.
Yes. Oh, it was so good. And then when you come back, you're like, okay, I'm going to stop this. And that's why it just
Well,
it's
that's
only
probably
a
just not
phase.
even
Yeah.
as good here.
Yeah.
I can only do the European tobacco
Exactly.
now.
It's
Yes.
not as good.
It's
Yeah.
a treat when you're there.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Can you
Cigarettes.
fly with it back?
Moderation.
Can you fly back with European tobacco?
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
I don't think so.
Duh.
You're supposed to
They have so
claim
many
it.
weird
Yeah.
rules about
You're supposed
that
to
kind
claim it.
You're supposed to.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't believe so, though. Yeah.
You definitely can't fly back with the ham. That's for sure.
The
like
what?
they're,
Ham?
They're like
The
they're,
meat?
yes.
Oh my
Yes,
God! When I was
yes.
in Portugal,
That's
there
all I
was
wanted
so
was
much
ham.
There's pig everywhere. Like,
Come on. And
It's
they just have these pig legs everywhere. I hope
Just
someone
hanging?
is a vegetarian
Hanging
here.
in the
No.
market.
No.
Yes, hanging at the market, hanging at the
It's like
restaurant.
Southeast Asia.
Yes,
I was
and
saying-
it's
Same
just-
kind of vibe.
The best.
It's
The
so
Depends.
I mean, I
There's
don't
just
know.
flies all over.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
well, the good
mean,
food
Asia's
though, like
kinda
that. I love street food
wild.
though.
Oh,
I'll
street
go
food in
anywhere
general.
around the world. I've been around the world twice, eating street food.
You
So
take a
I've
risk, though.
survived.
And it's really
I
and
was in
it's
the
cheap.
military, so
Okay.
I did deployments and I ate everything and never got sick and feel amazing.
And you were on a ship.
And I was on a boat.
Where do you think your favorite travel destination was?
Oh, I loved Malaysia.
Okay.
Malaysia was just intense, super rad jungle.
Wow.
Exactly
Fuck
what
yeah.
I wanted it to be.
Hell
Yeah.
And then I took a tour that took you outside of the city, 2 hours on a bus into
Wow.
the jungle, and it was
Sick.
worth every minute
Oh.
of it.
Wow.
I would totally go back.
Okay.
Because when you're in, I was in the Navy on a aircraft carrier. So it's like you get 3 days in port. So you don't really get much time to explore and really experience it. You can plan ahead and like book tours or like destination thing, but we just try to get away from people and go out into the jungle. And I love the monkeys everywhere.
Why don't we have monkeys?
You see any big spiders?
No.
No
Okay.
big
No,
spiders?
just big bugs in the desert. I don't do the big bugs.
Yeah, I guess so. Asia's got all the big spiders.
We went into the Middle East where they got some really big spiders, and so it's good. Let's stay on the boat. We're gonna stay on the boat.
Those the camel
They've got
spiders?
the camel spiders.
Camel spiders.
Yeah.
Those are
Ugh.
scary.
But yeah, different lifetime.
Yeah.
It's a different world over there. That's for
Weird
sure.
that I did all that. Yeah.
Different world.
And,
And here we are into the cannabis world.
a
It's
wonderful
kind of
world.
culture shock
It-
coming back.
It is, but this is what I knew before I left.
Yeah.
So it was just, let's put this on pause, go do my thing. Came back, have a child, and was like, went back to school for a while and just fell back into the cannabis world, legal cannabis world. So it's been a roller coaster, but I've been here for 6 years and surviving.
Strong. Yeah.
We're figuring it out.
We're still here.
Yeah, we're still
So
doing
much
it.
change in the cannabis world this last 5 years?
Yeah.
Oh my
At
God.
least. You want to say 10 even more, but 5
Not
years
5 since
Well,
even. It's been
2017.
a lot
Totally.
of change.
I mean, just the
And it's
conversation
just-
we're having about Barcelona. It's whoa. Okay.
Seeing the expansion and just like the respect it's getting elsewhere too is just so
Yeah.
exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
worldwide.
Yeah.
There's a lot to come.
There's a lot of
excited.
lobbying to get edibles and drinks. They're trying to make it so you can buy edibles and drinks on the internet, cannabis infused. Yeah.
Really?
But
Yeah.
like what? Internationally shipped? Like what?
Yeah, like state lines, like crossing
Like
state lines.
e-commerce.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Wow. That would be cool.
It would be cool, honestly.
Hey, people need their medicines.
There's a lot of commerce in the hemp space, just not well, technically, if we're talking farm bill, if it's under 0.3% delta 9, it's
Yep.
hemp technically,
Oh yeah.
and people want to make money. So
Yeah.
So that
they're like, let's
THC.
just, why not just edibles and drinks?
Yeah.
Let's just ship it. Come
Yeah.
on, guys, let's go.
Yeah.
And they're like trying to get there's I guess a bunch
That'd
of
be a huge step in the right direction.
yeah,
It'll definitely help us get some more money in our industry.
100%.
Yeah. And that's what we need
Especially
right
if you slap
Yeah.
California on it or Emerald Triangle label on
Yeah.
it. It's like,
Yep.
yo, this
They
came from
wouldn't-
the Triangle. Like,
they
what
wouldn't
the
keep us
fuck?
on shelf.
Branding
This
better
is
be
some
on
triple
point.
A
Yeah.
goodness right here. Like,
Yeah.
so
I
I
mean,
can see it being a good thing for sure.
it's like bringing sand to the beach here, but if we can get
Yeah.
to other places,
Yeah.
Especially with the quality.
yeah, it's going to be a whole different
It's going to
vibe.
open up a lot of doors.
Going back to Barcelona, you're at these cannabis cafes. You mentioned that they had ice cream.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
they mentioned-
Cannabis ice cream? Or
Yeah.
just
Just
Oh.
regular.
Just
It was just
regular?
regular that I ate.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm here for it all.
Yeah.
I'm
I
like,
mean,
that's kind of where I was going. Did they have those type of edibles for their food or?
they did. I don't. It's so funny because I guess I got regular ice cream, and then also they had like beverages, types of different things. I didn't see any edibles there, but that doesn't mean that they weren't there. I just wasn't really. Because it's funny as
hash was everywhere. Probably.
yeah, totally.
So
And then I
fun.
was just
Different
like out,
forms.
and I didn't want to get too edible high because sometimes when you get like
You're
too
like,
edible
I gotta
high,
go
then
lay
you're like,
down.
Nap time.
But yeah, they have, it's really cool. And there is a really amazing interest in California. It's really cool to, obviously Emerald Triangle was very well known around the world.
Yes.
But it is so cool just to connect with people about cannabis, and that everyone's very familiar with the area that we are so lucky to
That
live in.
is so
Yeah.
neat.
Yeah.
Why is there so much hash in Europe? Do we know why?
That's just
Fucking
where-
hash is
that's where it's always
awesome.
been.
Morocco came from that area that's close.
Is it
right?
because hash is very expensive here?
Yeah.
Like bubble hash, rosin, cold cure, it's all very expensive here, and that's like the friction that discourages consumers from buying it. But why is it? Is there not that cost barrier
more
to
like-
hash in Europe?
Yeah, it's not the like,
It's like bubble hash.
right. It's not the temperature sensitive
It's
of
like
like
old
if
school,
you're
like-
It's like
oh, it's
old
like
press-
slabs.
Yeah.
It's like
It's
slabs
little
that dark.
rock. It's like
Okay.
rocks,
And then you, like, break it apart.
Exactly,
Like
and then you
Got
like
it.
Because traditionally, don't you like hold it, put it on something and light it and let it smoke and like inhale that, right?
yeah, and then there's like chillums or like a
Freebase.
huge.
But it's still
you
good?
base
You basically
the-
freebase
you
it,
freebase
kinda.
the hash, and that's like
Yeah.
off the traditional. Love traditional hash.
Yeah, it's
I was gonna say
Same.
like
yo,
we made hash. It was like a 15
It's
bagger.
rad.
It was like a 25 bagger. You got some real good shit.
But usually
Yeah.
the high,
Hash,
the
yeah.
high from hash is more mellow, more body.
Yeah, it's way
So
more
I feel like a
body.
lot of people can like, ooh, smoke and actually
I
enjoy
love
the
it.
high and being
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
instead of anxiety or whatever else they're feeling.
yeah.
It's just way more mellow.
Wayne, he's got the hash.
Wayne's got the old school hash.
Yeah, Buckingham Farms. Wayne. He's up on Spy Rock.
Okay.
He's
yeah.
on Iron Peak side. He's been up there for
Okay.
fucking 50 years.
I think so. Yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was like,
OG.
wait.
he's the man.
Figured out how to create hash and like the best hash. I'll have to get him
It's
on
the
here.
process. We
Yeah.
should get him on here.
Yeah.
That's
if he's
he's
willing
a-
to.
Willing.
Yeah, he's an
Willing
amazing
to
human.
talk
though.
cash.
He's a
Yeah.
triple OG is what we
Yeah.
call Wayne.
Triple.
Definitely.
He's seen it all.
You guys have any other questions?
One of my questions was just like, how was it growing up as your dad with being Tim and like the man, and just growing up with him and just seeing all the things that you've seen, and I don't know, just the vibe.
Yeah.
How was that?
Such an amazing ability for myself to look back at it now and realize how great it is to have a parent that's very much goes to their own mentality and is very authentic and genuine and just original. And so those are all qualities that it's really great to have as a parent, because even just looking back at it now, he was always had cannabis as like the main source of like his income, and has always been selling weed and loving weed and smoking weed.
Just
And-
believed in it, right?
Yes,
It's just more just
exactly.
like you know what the product is.
Yeah.
So it's like you want to share it with people.
Totally.
Because some people don't really understand the whole process and just the medicine alone.
Yes.
So I think it's just really cool for someone to be an activist about just preaching about what cannabis can do for you.
Totally. And so there's like those elements as well as just outside the box, just in terms of also like psychedelics and aliens and like all that
sure.
stuff, you know?
Hey,
Like,
Area 101,
Aw.
baby.
yeah,
Let's
exactly.
go. Take a
You
trip if you don't know. Head
Yes.
up 101 North.
Yes.
Shout out to Mama K.
Get
She'll,
there.
she'll tell you all about
Let's
aliens.
go.
Yes.
Oh.
See? There
Hey.
you go.
Yeah.
And so it's really cool to have a parent that has like that.
Vibe.
Yeah.
Such a vibe.
Yeah,
That's
because it's laid a
awesome.
foundation for me to also feel like a free thinker.
Amazing.
Same.
Yeah, because think freely and be
Yeah,
open-minded.
question
And,
things.
yeah, and just
Yeah,
not be with
yeah,
the system.
question everything.
Yeah,
I had
you
a
don't
father
have
that
to
was the
believe
same
it
way.
all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So-
everything on the news and television, social media is all bad stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
It's all,
so
a lot of it's fabrications.
Well, and they
too.
put it
Like,
on. They put
especially
whatever on there
political
to
things,
get a
it's like-
reaction.
Yeah.
100%.
So it's just like a reaction, negative or positive, it's still a
Yeah.
reaction.
So to
You
have
know?
a father like that, what a blessing.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know he's been Kyle's like idol since we were kids.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's been around for a long time, man, and I've always
Yeah.
heard of him, and just he's been a close local for me up on Spy Rock. So it's like
like a local legend.
He's a
Yeah.
local legend.
You guys got to get him on the show.
Respect.
Yo,
Yeah.
please have him come
Yes,
through.
Yeah,
I would
that'd be
absolutely love
awesome.
to. I'll dot connect. I was even when
Yeah.
I was driving down, I was like, I'm doing a podcast. He
Yeah.
was like, okay, have a great time.
Yeah,
Aw.
put that
Next
together.
time,
That'd
bring
be
your
awesome.
dad.
Yeah. Yes. Okay.
Next
time, just bring your
Yeah.
dad.
Yes. Okay.
Definitely.
I've been
That'd
talking.
be
I've been
really
trying to
cool.
convince Dave to do these ski mask episodes, and he's never ever gonna budge on it. Just
Are we all
ski
have to
mask?
wear 'em?
No, just the guest.
Oh,
It'd be
just the guest. Oh.
Have the guest ski
Nah,
mask.
nah,
We
voice-
all have to.
and
Tim-
it's kind
Tim's
of
a free spirit, bro. He don't need the ski.
and
mask.
it'd be so funny to get your dad on here wearing a ski mask.
And then
He'd
have
be
him
like,
pull it off at the end.
And they'll be like, oh
like,
shit,
oh,
it's Tim.
Yes.
What?
But all his stuff is in the past, so
I
it's
know.
like it's already out there.
I'm
It's
still gonna get you on those ski mask episodes. It takes time. These
We
things
have
take
to
It's
time.
find-
gonna
I'm
just
gonna-
be when
I'm-
it's just us sitting here in
got-
ski masks talking.
I put my hair sticking up like, that's Kyle.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on.
Or get Taylor back on. She's
Yes.
wearing a ski mask.
Yeah. I have a little weed ski mask.
Of
at
course
home.
you do.
Yeah.
So she's already ready.
Yeah. Huff came out with them a while ago. I was like, I'm gonna buy that. And there we
You're
go.
like,
yeah.
And I'm going to buy that
like
and
I
just never
need
wear
that.
it.
Yes.
See that.
Yes.
He's
Just
gonna
in
show up
case.
to the studio. We're all wearing masks. You happy, Ian?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't get the memo.
I just think it'd be hella funny to get like a dude or anybody
Yeah.
on here with a ski mask and a voice
think it just
modulation.
depends on the
and,
guest.
Like, telling crazy stories about black market. I don't know.
Yeah, we gotta find those guests.
Wayne.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But Wayne's completely
I know,
legal
I know,
now.
I
I
know,
mean,
I
he's doing his stuff and
No,
he pays
Wayne
his
is
taxes, and
official.
you know
See,
he's
there you go.
he's doing
I
his
love
thing.
it.
So
It's so funny. I have so many friends that grow traditionally, and they're just like, I just need the government to take my money. I just want to pay
They
taxes.
just want to put their money
I
somewhere.
just want to pay taxes, and they can't. It's so funny.
yeah, shout out to Dion.
Shout out to Dion.
Dion Jones, he'll help you out.
He's trying to get you paid.
He'll get you that money.
He wants you to have money.
Another episode.
Okay. I like it.
Yeah.
I'll have to go back and watch.
Yeah, he's a lender, but yeah. What'd you roll up today?
Oh, what did I roll up? It's something sweet.
a
More of
tough
a
question.
daytime.
More of a sativa.
Okay.
More of a sativa.
I feel like that's more all of our vibe right now.
Yeah, just
I like sativa as well.
Okay.
Yeah, especially smoking during the day.
Yeah.
Like
daytime.
Some
I always
Jack,
tell
I have no-
myself I want to smoke sativas during the day, and I usually end up not. Usually, like it's usually at night when I'm like, man, I just want to go to bed, and I'm too high to go to sleep.
Yeah.
I'm always like, man,
It all depends where you are in your head too,
Totally.
because sometimes I'll smoke and then it said it was indica
Yeah.
or more of a nighttime, and I just get into a space where it's okay. I'm starting to think of what I got to do tomorrow, or I start getting to a creative space. Like the One Harvest podcast. Like that all started pretty much with Kyle and I smoking on the hill.
Oh, cool.
You know,
That's what's up.
Yeah, and it's about One Harvest. It's about full-term flower.
Yeah.
It's what we smoke.
It's
It's what he
It's
grows.
about not tricking the plant. Give the plant the time it needs to fully develop and get big, and just the whole process. Don't rush any of it.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
cure.
Especially curing too
Yeah.
is huge. So don't rush the cure. Don't rush the plant. Just let it be how it's supposed to be, and
It'll take care of you.
The quality just comes out unreal. It's super strong, and the feedback has been phenomenal.
Yeah.
Kyle's gonna hate me for saying this, but I put
Uh-oh.
6 plants in my backyard, just fed it tap water.
Like city water,
City water.
and they're still alive.
Oh my god.
Dude, they got fucking huge, dude.
With
They
the chlorine.
got fucking chlorine. They got.
Fluoride.
They
City
got.
Santa
Are you
Rosa.
feeding
Okay.
him anything?
I turn my
So-
tap on. I can smell the
No.
chlorine sometimes.
So then it's going to depend on what it smokes like and what it tastes like and
Taste.
the high, right? Because the high is the most important part, which we all
I
seem to
got.
forget.
It didn't
Yeah.
taste great. I got high. It didn't taste great.
You already smoked?
So
you
if you
already
don't care
harvested?
This was eons ago.
Oh, okay.
Shit,
I put-
water. The water's way worse now.
no, but
Yeah.
It is.
probably-
a little
and it's
weird.
funny because it's a weed.
Yeah.
It's water.
Yep.
They're really. It's
why-
just crazy how robust the plant is.
You could literally snap it in half.
You could treat it like
Literally a
shit.
seed from Kyle.
You can
and I
stomp on
put
the
it in
plant
here.
and it will
And
come
it's
back
growing.
even bigger. It's
Yeah, and it
wild.
grows.
Seeing plants outside and just like in their glory, it is like so amazing because indoor obviously has its place and there's amazing indoor like flower to smoke. But when you
light
just
dab
see
in an
the
indoor is phenomenal, and it's a great product.
totally, but when you see them outside, you're just like, oh, they're
You
just like
see their potential, and, like
excited,
how
yeah.
big they can get
When you
too.
see 'em-
you don't see that indoors. You know what I mean? You see them all like
Yeah.
perfectly manicured.
When you see them
like,
glowing in the moonlight,
Yeah.
then we're getting somewhere.
then
Yeah.
we're talking.
Yep.
Then we're talking.
Yep.
Everyone forgets about that, but
They're glory
Been
in
on
the
the mountain a
daytime.
little while.
moonlight, dude, all plants
Yeah.
go with the moon.
Yep.
Yeah.
Moon cycles, moon phases.
Yep.
So if you think about it,
The moon's very
it
important.
makes sense.
When you grow indoor, you
Does
don't
a-
get the moonlight.
Does a bright moon not affect their sleep cycle?
No, it tells them where they're at in this cycle.
Huh.
And it shows them like, ooh, okay, the moon's getting brighter now, so maybe it's time to start flowering or whatever in that process.
Cool, interesting.
If it's early or late.
We've been talking about this for a while. We got to get those moon gals on.
Oh yeah,
Who are the moon gals?
There's a moonlight farm. Do you know the name of them?
Moon gazer,
Moon.
I feel like
No,
we've talked
it's,
about this.
It's
Moon Maid,
Moon
No,
what?
not Moon
Tina
Maid.
Gordon.
Maybe.
know.
I'll have to look them up.
I like that how Taylor just fired off 3.
I know.
I know.
Moon Maid. I'll
Yeah.
keep going.
I mean,
See, the moon is important.
Yes. Yes. Also, it's funny because I just think about like first harvest. Have you ever had your crop broken into on a full moon up at Mendocino?
No. Luckily, I'm in a very
I don't think you're gonna
Cuddy.
find
great
Kyle.
cutty
Coming.
spot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good luck.
He's tucked in the hill.
I am blessed
Yeah.
to be where I am up there.
Yeah, but have you? That sounds awful.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yes, for sure. That's what we've had plants cut down and things like nothing like
Damn.
people actually affected or anything like that,
Oh,
but
okay.
like plants. Yeah, for sure. Because that's
On a
what
full
we.
moon?
By like fish and game or like it just
No,
someone-
people like
Oh.
just breaking into the property and robbing it. Because
Damn.
that's for 2008 to 2012. I would go up to my dad's property in Laytonville, and he's on the highway.
That's
Yeah,
what
we know.
he.
Yeah.
So okay, so
You're not
I
gonna
was-
Yes.
miss him.
I wasn't sure where he was putting his plants, but that's if you're right
Yeah.
outside the highway, people come from out of state probably. Oh, let's just go up
Yeah.
north and just see what we can run into.
And it would even
So
be
I'm
like
sure-
up the hill, like on the other side, but still,
Wow.
yeah, I had my friend Courtney staying with
How
me
sad.
too. Okay, we just got robbed. We need you to stay. She was like, "What? I just came here to trim. You know, like,
Yeah,
oh
don't
my
put me in the
God.
middle of
yeah,
this."
like you're getting robbed. Like what's happening?" We're like, "No, it's fine. I
I'm
swear to
going
God."
home.
Yes, exactly. But yeah, it was full moon, and that's what my dad was always like. Oh, full moons. That's like right around
Ooh.
harvest. That's when people come and rob you.
Damn.
It was like an October full moon too, probably. Yeah.
Ian, you're not-
You
oh.
can
No,
put it
I'm
in the
good.
ashtray right there.
Oh.
Yep. Yeah, just set it right there.
Spin it,
We
David.
got the blaze.
The Blazy Susan.
We got the blazy Susan up
Oh my God. Okay,
This is how
that's
we do
great.
it,
I
yeah.
was like, "You're not gonna keep smoking it."
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
see.
we had this issue for 15 episodes, and like we
Of
kept
like,
like
passing it awkwardly.
we're very
back
family
and
style
forth.
too. Like you'll look at other podcasts, and
we
it's like
solve
everyone
this?
lights their own joint, and us we're just like we light one, we share
that.
it. It's just family.
Yeah,
It's
that's
a big
so
family
sick.
vibe.
Yeah.
That's
Exactly.
rad. I like that.
And so Aaron came up with the Blazy Susan, and I built it.
You built it.
I made it come true.
I was like, we need
Yeah.
the Lazy Susan to swing this thing around. And then I came in and they're like, the Blazy Susan.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's
See what happens
so
when we put our
sick.
heads together.
I know.
Yeah,
You
just a little
guys
bit.
did so good.
Yeah, we'll swing
Okay,
it back
this
around
needs
for
to
the
be a
one
merch
harvest.
item available on your
Right.
website.
Yeah.
And the table looks like a saucer.
Yeah, flying
It
saucer.
always comes. Hey,
Sick.
shout out to the aliens.
Shout out to the
Shout out
aliens.
to the aliens.
Shout out to Terps.
Area 101.
Yes.
Yeah, if you don't know,
Now you do.
now you do.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
Give me some more stories about the farm. You just talked about how you've been robbed. What else do you got? Good memories. Let's talk about
Yeah. I was going to say
No.
good memories. Yeah, it's all good memories because it was like so fun. Oh my gosh. I would go up there with like my girlfriends, like 4 of us, and we would just go and share a room and trim a whole like outdoor season together. And it would just be like,
That's so fun.
we would stash and like be
Hell
hanging
yeah.
out together the whole time.
Go to
it
the
would
river.
be
and so
yeah.
you're like chilling and smoking with your best friends.
It was so
Yeah.
fun. It was
Yeah.
a time, and I'm just like so honored to like, experience
Yeah.
that because that's
amazing.
no longer. That's
Yeah.
gone. Especially like it's not fully gone, but that experience for sure is gone. Where people are going up there
I
to
had
make a
a
bunch of money.
season when I was much younger going up there and doing a summer on the hill, and it was the most fun. You
Yeah.
meet people, you have the best time. You leave with a shit ton of weed and money, and
Yeah.
you're happy. You're
I
Oh.
mean, you can,
you're
you
a
can-
happy
like, okay,
kid.
see you next
I was
year.
a happy teenager. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
nowadays you go to the Willett Safeway and you will find someone from a different country and they will
They are
literally-
willing to work for
Kyle
you.
and I, we stopped there, you know,
Yeah.
to grab some food before we go on the hill. They see Kyle and they go straight to Kyle and ask him, "Do you need help? You know, with trimming? We're here."
That
And
is so funny because
Yeah.
I frequent the Willett Safeway all the time, and no one ever asks me.
oh, I mean, look at him. Look at him.
Dude, it's that hair.
It is the hair.
It's inviting.
Yeah.
yeah, that's what it is.
That's true.
And his smile.
It is the hair. Thank you.
Yeah.
Great hair.
He
I
knows.
bet no. Wait, you're talking about the Safeway,
Hey, welcome back, Kyle.
Yeah.
Safeway parking lot?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still getting hassled.
Oh, man. it's
They'll,
crazy.
they'll come through. Hey, you need any work done?
You're like, it's not even harvest. Leave
I'm
me
like, it's not even
alone.
harvest, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I'm like, Kyle, who are these people?
I'm just watering right now, guys. I'm sorry.
But they're all very nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
totally.
they're all about the vibe. They
A
they
lot of people from Spain, actually.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. Different
It's-
the trimmigrants.
Yes.
The
The-
trimmigrants.
And I've
that's
heard
what
like
it
a
is.
lot of
what
them
they
are
call
here just wanting the experience.
Yeah, because
Like it just to do this region of cannabis and just be involved, which
Yeah.
I think is so cool.
Have you? Go ahead.
It's just, I was gonna say, it's just crazy that like how many are like not there anymore in terms of like the population of that
Yeah.
community because
Yeah.
that used to be like so like frequent, and there was like a time of year where you would just be like people would be like walking down the streets in like groves almost. It's
Yeah.
just like how like
Yeah.
how many there were, but
Laytonville, they was on the side of the road just hanging out.
Yep.
It was crazy.
And the best part about that is they would come and spend that money on food and help
Yeah.
all these local stores.
totally,
That-
it was
that
so cool.
too.
It was like a
That's
whole
big.
international culture, and it would be
It
so
was a
rad
whole
because
community.
It was
yeah.
super
Mhm.
cool.
And then you like met people like I have like friends that are like in Mexico City, and you're like I would have never met you if you
Yep.
didn't
Yeah.
come up here, and
Yep.
yeah, and like become like you're really good friends.
so
and
cool.
So cool.
How fast have you trimmed a pound?
I don't know, a few
always
hours. Yeah,
true.
like I mean, if it was like really chunky,
And if it's gooey,
Yeah.
slow you down. Yeah.
I would do like multiple pounds in a day for sure.
Yeah.
Like
If
that
it's
was
chunky, 2 hours.
yeah.
Yeah. Or if it's sticky gooey.
And if you're
fuck
gonna
your
sit
scissors
there
up.
and just hammer it out, because
Yeah.
I usually end up smoking
Yes.
and talking, and then I have to pee.
Depends on who
and get
you're
a
with.
drink. You know what I
For
mean?
sure.
Yeah.
Like
When,
there's things to do also while you're trimming,
For
so it
sure.
depends on what you're.
when I was trimming, I was
Your
definitely
audience.
into the
Yo,
energy
100%.
drinks and the
Yep.
comedy. Like you put a comedy on,
But
you
yeah,
just listen to
like
it. Yeah.
weed movie or some shit.
Yeah. Put your headphones on and then just bump them super loud. Get in the zone.
If you're going up there with 3 of your best friends,
Yeah.
that's
Oh, you're
got to
talking
be the
Oh,
about
yeah.
going to the actual farm.
yeah.
just
Oh,
going and
oh,
trimming,
yeah,
like
yeah.
But
trimming
yeah,
a
when I
harvest.
business,
the
I get it
best.
done.
Yeah.
That's like
We
camp.
zone in.
It's like
Totally.
going camping with your
Yeah.
best friends.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Definitely.
it's like a camping trip.
That's
basically.
the best.
Yeah.
I remember always just watching people take the non-bucked weed out of the bin. Just kind of being a cop, you know. Cherry pick?
Like you're looking a little sus over there.
You are
bro.
that guy,
Like,
Ian.
You gonna blind grab or you gonna cherry pick? What's going on? You gonna blind grab?
Like I see you taking all the good ones.
Taking all the big nugs? Okay. Okay.
Kyle and I were reading this magazine the other day, actually a while ago, on the hill, and I came across the Gangiers.
Mhm.
Have you heard of them?
Yeah.
Okay, what are they about? I was thinking about signing us up, try to be some ganjiers.
Yeah.
But are
What
we
kind of
already?
cool thing to put on the resume.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what I'm. Yeah.
I'm damn near a ganjier already.
That's another question. I was like, are we there already, or like, how do we
You
get
guys
the?
are
cer-
100%
I don't need it.
ganja.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
get the
Interview.
certificates so we can hang it on the wall, like all
Yes.
3 of us.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
You know.
It's cool, and it's not even that far from where you live. And that's why I'm
Yeah.
like, or that you grow,
Yeah.
because it's like up in Humboldt. They have a campus, and they're really
Oh.
cool. It's like a certification system, like a sommelier, and it's a bunch of really rad people that put it together. And they're great. Some people there who are ganjiers are also judges for us, and
Oh, nice.
Very cool.
yeah,
Dope.
so it's really cool.
It's credited.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
I
Definitely.
love
Sick.
that. It's
Yeah.
like
We should
That's
go do that.
I know.
stepping
Remember
up
we
to the
were.
wine
Let's-
culture.
we're all about it.
Yes.
We should make that happen.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
missed the date for us to sign up.
Oh,
Yeah.
Snooze, lose.
Damn
But
it, damn
guess
it,
what?
David.
Next year
Yeah,
is a new year.
there you
So,
go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Always
We'll be on
next
there.
year.
I'll
The
be ready.
certificates right here. 1, 2, 3. We'll just hang them.
But I don't know if I should do it
Why?
because I'm not a very picky weed person. I
You are
love
not
weed.
picky.
I'm not
But
a
it's
picky
not
weed
about
Same
person.
being-
here,
it's
but
not-
it's,
yeah,
you still
Yeah, but
appreciate
you're-
where
I
it came
do,
from
I
or
do.
what it is.
Yeah.
I just feel like I wouldn't.
Do you know
Just
what
like I
they?
couldn't be a weed judge because I just would be like,
You'd be like,
yeah,
oh,
let's
that
smoke
one's
another.
great.
That's
That one's
awesome.
great.
Let's smoke another.
That one's good
That's
too.
me.
Where I'm
Yeah.
like edibles though, I fuck with edibles, but
Yeah.
more
I can see
where
you
I
being
could
an edible
be
judge.
into the edibles and like the effects
Yeah.
and all that because
Yeah.
I do
Mhm.
love edibles.
Mm-hmm.
But I would be terrible at the flowers. I don't know if I would be like great at being like this one has hints of no. I'm gonna be like that's fire.
I would smell all
what
of
does
them
it
first.
taste?
I would dry
Fire.
hit all
Like
of them first.
absolute fire.
I would not
Absolute fire.
get high until it was like time to get high, and I'd have to be in
I
time
couldn't.
and place, and I would have to smoke that flower one joint at
I'd
a
be
time.
so willy
and
nilly
I'd
in
probably
there.
do it.
Because your consistency would be.
It would have to be,
It'd-
and then taking notes, just making
Same
sure,
one.
everyone's got equal playing field with me. Just bam, bam. But
And that's why you'd be a great judge.
The farmers
Yeah.
would love that.
respect.
Yeah,
know?
you would
Yeah.
be. I would be fucking terrible.
But
Willy
you'd be good at
nilly just
edibles.
smoking them
You'd
all.
be good at edibles.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
We all have our strong suits.
Yeah.
Okay.
we did
It's
we did
the
edible.
nuances of it too, where it's like when you smell something, are you like, oh, this smells good? Are you like, oh, this smells?
Yeah,
like,
it's a feeling it gives you.
Right.
Right.
Because I always compare things to like high school weed. That weed that just smelled and tasted so good
Yeah.
in high school.
Was it purple?
No.
It wasn't?
was like green weed
That's a
too.
good
It
It
was
was
like
green.
good
No, I just wondering, like high
green.
school weed, like.
No, I didn't. There was a purple weed was
Oh,
like
I just
after.
saw
I'm
Kyle.
old. It was
No,
like
I just like
after
respect.
me.
registering.
It was green.
It was green.
It was green, and
No,
it was
like
fire.
that. It just
and I still
smelled
smoke
like
that weed till
sometimes
this
I'll
day.
It's hard to find green
come
weed these
across
days.
one.
Dude, I'm
And I'm
telling
like,
you, when
damn,
I was
that's like high school.
when I was selling weed,
I
like
get you.
bringing in full pounds to dispensaries, they're
Yeah.
like, please make sure you bring in green weed.
Yeah.
Wow.
Love it.
Wow,
I
that
was like,
lime
damn.
green is still, yeah, okay.
I like green
Good.
weed.
Glad
Yeah.
to hear.
Needs to be
Yeah.
green.
I don't care what I don't care what color it is. I
I'm
don't
just
always
saying,
love
like, it-
the purple
I think
flavor.
green's-
I just don't
yeah.
always love that.
That terp.
Yeah, I just don't. It's not my favorite. But I do love some like good green.
Purple
dark
weed
green
reminds me of
weed.
cab on wine.
okay,
That's
yeah.
how it reminds me of. And then you're drinking like a white during the day with the green.
Okay.
Oh, you
like that.
fancy.
Oh,
Yeah,
see, he's ready.
I like my alcohol in my weed.
He's from California.
Ready.
Yeah,
That's why. Yeah.
That's my thing. Yeah.
You're from Sonoma County for sure.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. That was my first smoke of the day too. That was really good, Kyle.
Thank you.
you.
Yeah.
That was delicious.
Respect.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah. Tastes good. Got
It's,
me on a good little level.
It's the purest I can make it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Respect.
When it comes to water, everything on live soil,
Wow.
it's just
And the water
everything.
comes from there.
You using
right?
tea?
Water coming straight from the ground. Yeah,
That's
I'm
incredible.
only using bat guanos and a few other little things, Cal Mag, but not much. It doesn't need much. Like you said, it's a weed. It takes
Not
off
that
by its.
city municipal.
We're
Sorry,
from,
Kyle.
We're far from Babylon. Far from Babylon, for sure, bro.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shoot, this has been a great show.
That was so fun.
Yes.
Thank
Oh
you
my
so
gosh.
much for being on.
Yes.
We have 20 years to celebrate.
Yes.
August 16th,
17th, 18th.
17th, 18th. We will be there the 17th. You'll catch us there. We'll be
Oh.
rocking the
Yes.
One Harvest.
Can't
shirt.
Oh
wait
my
to see you
gosh.
there. It's
Yeah.
gonna be
So
amazing.
excited.
Hell yeah.
It'll be fun.
And then I'll have Tim come back down.
Oh, respect.
Join you guys
Yo,
with
Yeah.
that'd
That would be
lovely.
awesome.
Where can people reach out to you or follow you on Instagram?
Yeah, I have an Instagram and TH Blake, and then the Emerald Cup, theemeraldcup.com. More information about tickets. Excited about 20 years.
Hey.
So
Oh my
crazy.
God.
Thank you
Very
so much
exciting.
for having me. This was really fun.
Here we go.
Thank you
One
for
love,
coming.
One Harvest.
Yay.
Peace.